And a pleasant Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome to Chuck Yeager International Airport. And today's flight down to Cheat River. It's the real-life Cheat River fly-in today. And we're going to head down there in the virtual skies. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. I know I'm a little bit earlier than I had intended to be, but I just have a couple things that have come up on the to-do list today. So I thought, you know what, I'm pretty well ready to rock and roll. The event window actually started almost an hour ago, and it runs till about 10 o'clock my time, so another 2 hours or so. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and fly out from Yeager down to, or up to, I guess, Cheat River. We're down here right now. And yeah, this is what it looks like, Charleston. And we're stationed down here at the GA area. I think there's a little FBO down here as well. And be departing to the northeast. And we're pretty much just going to be a direct shot. We're just going to be direct VFR. And I'm going to punch in Cheat River. And yeah, we're just going to fly out here to 56 Whiskey Victor and see if we can make our way in. This is kind of a neat little spot. And depending on which way you land, you are coming in around the river here, and or coming in this way. It's pretty cool. And the one big question early on is weather. And you know, right now it looks like there's some things happening around us, but there's a little bit of overcast reports here in the vicinity. Now, northeast of the field, clear in a million, looks great. But there's lots of red dots, lots of pink dots, lots of blue dots around. And my guess, I don't really know, haven't looked that closely, but my guess is you just got some of that mountain mist that's in there, and hopefully that'll clear off as the day kind of progresses. It is, shoot, it's going to be close to 11 o'clock here before we get, well, even after 11 o'clock before we get going local time. So anyway, that's the plan. And thanks for coming out and supporting the channel and the Virtual USA Flying Club. By the way, this is a Virtual USA Flying Club event, and we are, yeah, I think we flew in this at least last year, if not the last couple years. I feel like this has maybe gone on a couple of years, but really, really fun. I'm a little nervous about getting the Comanche in there. I know that technically you can land the Comanche in less than 1,000 feet, and this is a 2,000-foot runway, but that's also someone who is who's proficient in this aircraft, and I'm not necessarily the most proficient guy. But anyway, I digress. So let's do this. We're gonna skip the walk around and all that stuff. I better get some air flowing in here. I'm starting to fog over. Lovely, lovely aircraft, as you guys all know. Super, super. I do want the GTN. Thank you very much. Yes, I do. Super well done. Set the standard, you know, a year ago, and man, I tell you what, there's some other developers that have raised the bar accordingly. So it's pretty cool. We're not taking any baggage here. If we were going to head out there, I would expect us to have all of our seats full, no doubt about that. But we would just be going just to go out there for the day. We're not going to camp today, I guess is what I'm saying. I am thinking this is going to be this is a used aircraft. Okay. Well, there you go. So, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna I'm not going to fart around with that today. I'm not going to fart around with that today. We're going to just make everything new. And yeah, call it good. Call it good. All right, so that we've got all that taken care of. And we'll put you away for now. And yeah, let's go ahead and get things started. Let me connect to the network here and get a flight plan filed. This is a PA-24 Piper Comanche. And yeah, flight plan time. What are we going to do here? Let's see. We're going to be VFR, PA-24. Hey, Iowa Scotsman. Good morning, sir. Nice to see you, my friend. We're slant golf. Not that we'll need it because there's obviously no instrument approaches into Cheat River, but we're going to go CRW and we'll be off the blocks. What is it? Almost 1400. So let's say about 1430. I don't think it'll take us more than about half an hour. And as we head to the northeast, what do we need here? What kind of clearance do we need? Clearance. There's a 2.9. It's 4.8 over here. 2.8, 4.5. So how about 5,500? That should be pretty good. Panagon, good morning. How are you, Rob? Great to see you. What's this thing do? About 140, I think. 56 Whiskey Victor. If we can't get in there, then do we have a lot of options nearby? There's Elkins, Petersburg, Morgantown. Maybe we'd go to, what does Morgantown have? Yeah, it has an instrument. All right, so we'll put Morgantown MGW as our alternate. And I'm expecting about an hour flight time, maybe not quite that. And we're pretty well full up here, 4 hours. Northeast bound. That's us. So you don't technically, again, need to file a VFR flight plan, but we definitely do when we are working with the club event, because we like to promote that. So anyway, good to see you, Panagon. Good to see you, Iowa Scotsman. And Boozy Sheep came in, snuck in there quietly. Hey, Boozy. And we have Eric coming in. Hello, Eric. Nice to see you. Sorry, it's Ehrlich. Ehrlich Hanofsky. Ehrlich Hanofsky. I probably am not saying that right, but welcome. Welcome. I'm doing well. I'm flying the Comanche into Cheat River, West Virginia. So that's a pretty good way to start the day. And thank you very much for coming in. Right. Well, okay. Flight plans filed. We are going to go ahead. Everything is currently off. I'm going to just double check. Yep. Off. Everything good. And, thank you. Hey, thank you, Ehrlich. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. My name is Brant. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. For those of you that maybe are lurking in the background and don't know me, it is a pleasure to meet you. Channel was named after my grandfather, who was the one that got me into aviation. And he would have loved the Comanche. Holy cow. He would have loved it. Okay, I need to start probably turning some things on here, don't I? Master switch can come on. Oh boy, this has definitely got that used feel to it, even though I clicked new. Wow. Look at that. I like this. This is wild, you guys. Beacon, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on as well. Well, Ehrlich, come on in here if you want. Let me see if I have the. Yeah, I've got. If you type exclamation point route, you'll see where I'm flying, and you're definitely welcome to fly along. that goes really for anybody. I love having company along these flights. So, all right, here we go. So, master beacon is on. Fuel selectors. We're going to go ahead and get the, oh my goodness, this is an old girl, isn't it? Oh, I think I'm going to like her. I think I'm going to like her. It reminds me of the time that Good Fixins and I think we did this thing where we pretended to buy a used Comanche at an auction, and we tried to fly it home, and both of our planes had all kinds of just horrible problems, and we limped them into, like, you know, to wherever we could to get fuel. And there was one, we found some places that would service, like they were official Comanche mechanics and stuff, and we got little things fixed along the way. It was kind of fun. I think we flew about 3 or 4 flights each, and I never quite got back to that, but that was quite fun. All right, fuel selectors, desired tank. We're going to go ahead, get the mixture rich, and the throttle cracked, and the propeller full forward, and see if I remember where everything is here. Carb heat is off. We need to make sure the fuel pump is also off, which it is. And then let's get a couple of squirts here. 1, 2, 3 squirts of primer. Lock that down. Actually, maybe let me go 5 here. It's a coolish morning. Probably just flooded the engine there, but that's all right. Mag's coming on to both. And do I need, oh, I need to make sure I've got some fuel pressure though, don't I? Let me just make sure we get a little fuel pressure. It takes a minute. There she comes. All right. So we got some fuel pressure. Whoa. Oh. Did I not obviously have my brake set? Okay. Well, she's alive. Just about went right into the old FBO there, guys. Hello. How you doing? Ah, beautiful. Don't need any of that just yet. Let's just lean out here for a minute and let this. Apparently, I did not. I thought I clicked new on the options there, but apparently I didn't. So, oh well, we'll roll with it and we'll see how we do here. We're shaky and clunky, and I don't know how well you can hear that, but that's just awesome, right? Okay, so we need to lock the primer we have. Let's get the avionics master switch on. Give it a moment here. Not really a super complicated flight route, obviously, but that's all right.
TOS system test okay.
In an early event like this, it's sometimes my brain's not completely awake, so it's not a horrible thing to have to simplify what you can. I need to check on a couple things. I need to get the CTAF frequency here from West Virginia, Yeager. Where is it? Why don't I see it somewhere here? All right. It's just a command. That's not the command. How do you... What's the command? I don't remember. Alright, what do we got here? Tower, so 25.7 is probably what it is. There, well, Unicom is 22.95. Alright, so let's do, we'll do both. Hello, and welcome to That Boy, a Seal. Welcome. Very nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. And 122.905. Then I'm also going to put in, no, I think I'm going to just go with that. I'm going to go with that. We don't have, there's some ATC popping up around us here, but we don't have, yeah, that's Roanoke. We're kind of a little bit, where are we? We're up here, Charleston, so a little bit away from that. Yeah, pretty early in the morning. All right, the other thing I need to check here right quickly is, let's get this ready to go here as well. 1228, that'll be the en route frequency. We're going to go ahead and squawk altitude reporting. Boy, it's windy here. You can see the plane bobbing around. It's pretty crazy. All right, so the weather right now at Charleston, winds are 200 at 4. Oh, so not that bad, but we are getting bumped around a little bit here. Skies are, let's see, we got 6,000 scattered 7,500 broken, 9,000. That's higher than we're going 5,500. So altimeter is 2984. Okay, been a little while since I've flown this plane, by the way. The last time I flew this plane, I epically crashed as I was trying to fly into to Bayport. So, the Comanche Club sort of asked me not to fly their plane for a little while. Hopefully, we can redeem ourselves. Okay, transponder heading. So we are going to need winds are 200, so we're going to this runway 22 that we'll be using here. So this is us. We will be up here. This is 23, so we'll be coming out of the GA area. Try to get Bravo to Charlie, all the way down to Alpha to the holding point there, and we'll be departing runway 23. Yeager is left-hand traffic pattern, so it'll be left-hand departure, VFR to the northeast. Left-hand downwind departure. All right, cool. Very good. All right, well, we did the brakes test already. Even if we weren't ready for it, we did it anyway. Let's, I'm going to set the heading bug for runway heading to start here. And yeah, I think that's what we need, you guys. I think that's what we need. Now it's just a matter of making sure we're all warmed up and ready to rock and roll. How's everything looking so far? Oil pressure is good, fuel pressure is good, temps are good, downwind sim is good. Hello, Ralph. Good morning, sir. It's go home day for you. Yeah, baby. That's awesome. I didn't think you were going to head home till tomorrow. Well, that's great, dude. I am sure that your family has missed you. So I hope you have very good safe travels. Oh, I'm still waking up. And I'm sure you'll enjoy being home. Landing gear is down, and I don't know why that just grabbed my attention. It grabbed my attention because I didn't have the parking brake set when I started the engine just a minute ago. I'll go ahead and just do the run up here. And so to do that, I'm actually facing into the wind right now, so I'm going to go ahead and I mean, I'm pretty well facing into the wind. Let's go ahead and do the yeah, let's just do the run up right now. Let's push the throttle up to 2. Check our mag drop here. Weird kind of bounce in there. Cycle the propeller. All right, I think we're ready to go. I think we are ready to go. Suction good. Yeah, let's go flying. A successful trip again. I know Downwind Sim, you said you were getting lots of work done, which is fantastic. But you finished up strong, hopefully, and oops. Didn't really tell me what you were working on. What was your super secret project? I might be able to come all the way out here and hit Alpha. Yeah, I could get to Alpha if I go that way. I'll go down Bravo here, and then we'll pop over to Alpha. Yeager traffic, Comanche 11816 out of the GA ramp. We're going to be Bravo Charlie Alpha to runway 23, Yeager traffic. You know who's going to be probably the most excited to have you back is that little coffee shop that your daughter works at. I'm sure that their sales have been down for the past week. I hope they haven't had to lay anybody off. It's always the mom and pop coffee shops that suffer. And their regulars are away. All right, nobody coming out of there. All right, down we go. Again, happy Saturday morning. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. We are doing an event today with the Virtual USA Flying Club. You can do !VUFC if you're interested in what I consider to be the strongest GA flying club on VATSIM. Over 600 members strong, and we do stuff like this 4 or 5 times a month. Little events that are organized, group events and group flights that occur on the VATSIM network. That's our main purpose of the group, is to promote general aviation on the VATSIM network. We've got tons of resources and lots of folks to help you out if you're new and unsure about, you know, just flying general aviation on the network. How do you talk to controllers? How do you make flight plans? All that stuff. I mean, we'll help you out with that. So anyway, come come check us out if you want to. That there's just a Discord link, basically, that gets you in. All you have to do to join the Virtual USA Flying Club is have a valid VATSIM ID. Obviously, we are on the VATSIM network, so that's important. And yeah, we'll hook you up. We'll get you everything else that you need. So this is us downwind sim. Chuck Yeager down to Cheat River. I'm doing a little high-speed taxi here. No messing around today. I turn my taxi lights on. Oh, we don't have taxi lights. That's right. Straight to landing lights. We're going to see if we can take it up to 5,500, and it's just all going to be depending on the weather around us. Obviously, the visibility we don't have. Again, Cheat River is a 2,000-foot grass runway, so it is visual conditions only. I think if we can get ourselves in the right neck of the woods, so to speak, we'll be all right. But if not, we're going to go. We'll divert up to, I think I said Morgantown. I've not been to Morgantown, West Virginia, so. And then we'll just kind of see. Maybe we'll fly back here. Maybe we'll fly somewhere else once we get on the ground. Cheat River. I just have to kind of see what the boss lady is thinking, because we've got some stuff that has popped up on the agenda, if you know what I mean. So. All right. Again, we're going to brief this departure here really quick. We are looking for, you know what I probably should do here is let's just do a quick, I know my rudder pedals are working. Let's just do a quick, yeah, controls check, good. How are my flaps working here? 1, 2, 3, and back. I could go flaps 1 for departure here. Fuel pump can come on. We're going to go landing lights and strobe light on. I'll turn the pitot heats on here as well. Carb heat, we're going to leave it off. Everything is green and happy right now. Cylinder heads are a little bit cool, but in range, so I'm going to just roll with that there. And yeah, it's going to be a full power takeoff here. We're going to rotate at about 85, and we're going to climb until we're clear of terrain. Then we'll make a left-hand downwind departure back to the northeast. If we have any trouble before 85, we got enough runway. We could just stop and deal with it on the runway. If we have issues after we rotate, we're going to try to climb to safe altitude. And what do we have? What is our options here? What is our option? We have, I don't think we could get to Mallory here. Hey Steve, how are you? I think our, if possible, we're just going to try to come right back around here and land at Charleston. Yeah, if that doesn't work, we're just going to find a place that has soft trees, and we're going to go in there. Good to see you, Steve. All right, let's get going. And Yeager traffic, Comanche 816 is departing runway 23. Will be VFR left-hand downwind back to the northeast. Yeager. Okay, mixture propeller full rich. Lights are on. Frames are choppy. Final is clear. Runway is clear. Get lined up and we'll be off. Only a 4-knot wind here pretty much down the runway, so we should be good to go. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. 70, 80, and rotates. Positive rate. There comes the gear. Flaps up. I realized I've made a bit of a mistake here. I did not sync my gyro here, so that's not good. All right, so we are going to just turn back and head northeast. Yeager traffic, Comanche 816 is turning left crosswind, runway 23, Yeager. We'll sort it out once we get en route here. We're gonna get 3,500 at least. Maybe we'll stop there just till we get going a little bit. And Yeager traffic, Comanche 816 is left downwind departing the area to the northeast, climbing 3,200. Last call, Yeager traffic. Alright, cheating a bit here, but we're just going to use the magenta line to help us line up right here, since I did a bad job with my gyros. And I'm going to level at 3,500. That'll be clear of terrain for now. We'll just trim it. Trim it, trim it, trim it. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. Let's get some autopilot power. I'm going to use the autopilot to help me out here for just a second while I try to get my compasses to line up here. So I would like, what would I like here? I would like to track. And let's hold the altitude here. Altitude, engage. There we go. Let's see how that does here. That may not do anything because I don't have everything lined up like I wanted to. We're shooting through 040. Yep, that was a bad job on my part here.
Good job.
Not really. But you know, what else is new? You gotta have something like that happening with me, right? I'm out of trim, so it's kind of hollering at me right now. Looks like it's going to settle on about 050. So let's spin that around, then we'll trim out. We need to trim down, trim it down, trim it down. There we go. 050. All right, it's grabbing the nav track right now. 4,000 feet, and I can go ahead. I think we can start climbing again here. I'm going to let it work its way up to 5,500, or maybe it's going to start going down. I see how it is. Trim it up just a bit here. Don't need much. 1,000 foot per minute would be plenty. Okay. If only there was a list. I keep saying that. No one ever listens to me. Well, we didn't exactly VY at 105, so that's another thing that we didn't do a very good job of, but that's okay. So we're gonna go 2,400 on the prop here, on the RPMs, and I'm gonna leave the manifold pressure at about 21, 22 for now, and we'll just kind of easily climb out, have a look what's going on here. Adjust my views just a little bit, and yeah, they hide those things conveniently in the manuals. Yeah, and that's just like, you're gonna make a guy read. I don't know, that just seems excessive. Might just be me. To back off the sim sounds just a little bit here. I've got to try to keep my own voice levels down while everyone's still crashed out. When the airplane noise gets loud, it's just that natural tendency for me to start talking very loudly. All right, we had Matt Air checking in. I didn't see you there, Matt. Hello. Yeah, your hometown there at Charleston. Well, what an awesome area, my friend. You're a lucky man. Curious to see how good the Challenger 350 will be in Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, who's making that, Steve-O? All I know is I'm having a lot of fun. I've only flown it once, but I'm having a lot of fun with the Duke. I sat down last night, speaking of manuals, 161 page POH on the Duke, and man, was it was a fun night. I set up my checklist, I set up some flows, and did a test flight from Bozeman to Jackson Hole. No, Jackson Hole to Bozeman, and man, oh man, yeah, it's every bit as good as I remember that Real Air Duke being. So super excited about that. I did get both. I got the piston variant also, so that'll be kind of cool. I mean, you get 3 for the price. I mean, it is the bundle is a little spendy, but you get 3 aircraft for that bundle. So I thought, well, what the heck. That's right, nerd alert. That's what I felt like all night long. my wife was working late, and I didn't have anything going on, you know. So it was just literally me and 4 dogs in the basement for like 3 hours last night doing Duke stuff. But yep, a very promising and yeah, just another fun aircraft. But you know what, like that plane is probably influenced by this plane to a large extent, because of just the work that A2A did on this. And all right, let's see if I remember how. Do I remember how to? All right, let me get it trimmed out here. Trim down. See if I remember how to. How to lean this out here. But yeah, the work that A2A did on this plane, I mean, and some of the things I think that they showed developers that us sim nerds care about, you know, could and should be included in, you know, in your aircraft, especially your GA aircraft. You know, there's lots of really high fidelity jetliners and things like that. Of course, PMDG and Phoenix and, you know, the Just Flight guys have done that for a while now. But some of the GA aircraft have been a little lacking. Lean. Boy, I'm really leaning out here. Still haven't hit the peak. Easy. Well, I am fuel efficient here. There she goes, starting to break. There we go. Let's push her back up, and I'm gonna settle at about 12 gallons an hour. I can live with that. That'll be nice. But yeah, I mean, so the aircraft that have been released after this, like, it's been impressive. It's been impressive. Did I have this one in P3D? Yeah, I had that Real Air. I love that. Let's see if I can find it. Every time I search for it now. Oh, this will be here's a blast from the past. Remember Frugal Sim? I used to love watching Frugal Sim. But yeah, there it is. The Beats Duke 60. First impressions. Can I get a look at the outside here? There we go. Yep. So it's interesting because there's a lot of people that really like the look of this plane, and there's a lot of people that are like, oh, this thing is ugly. It's one of the ugliest planes. Anyway, I love it. I think it's awesome and sporty and fast looking. I mean, it just looks like a sports car. But it's funny when you talk to people, they're like, yeah, you know, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. I just don't like what it looks visually, or the looks of it visually. But I don't know. But good old FSX. How about that? Yep, this is when I first bought it too. It was for FSX, and I was telling the story. Must have been Thursday night that this was the first aircraft that I actually had a random failure occur. So I did own the PMDG, and I knew that had failures built in and all that stuff, but I pretty much had turned all those off because I'm like, yeah, I was not at that point where I was ready for failures. I didn't realize that the Duke had failures. And like I flew it, and on 3 of my first 10 flights I had engine failure, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? You know, so I dove back in and looked and made sure, you know, I wasn't pushing it too hard, and you know, or you know, just icing, or you know, just whatever. Well, as I got to digging into it had a little tablet. There was an option for engine failures, and when it downloads, the default is like at its highest setting, which is a random failure every 6 hours or something like that. So I got pretty good at like feathering the prop and you know, all that good engine emergency situation. You know, got pretty good at handling all those. But then I just turned it off and never went back. But I do think that that the Duke is comparable in terms of systems, depth of systems, to this plane. Certainly, I think this plane's still probably, you know, in terms of everything that is modeled, and I mean everything that's modeled. You know, I don't know. It's pretty tough to top what the A2A guys have done. The one thing I don't know, and again, I've only flown the Duke once, is if it has the what's the word for it? The where it wears out over time, the continuous state. Is that what it is? I don't know if it has that, and so that'll be interesting because it has a very cool sort of like this. I don't think this has while you're flying. No, but it has a really cool engine visualizer, kind of like the Thranda planes, the Beaver. You know, it shows you like what the cylinder heads, the temperatures, and the exhaust gas, heat, and all that stuff. But if I had a failure every 6 hours, you wouldn't get in a plane. Yeah, right? I mean, that's what I was thinking. At the time, I'm like, yeah, I know I'm new at flying. It was my first turboprop I'd ever flown. I'm like, I know I'm new at this, but holy cow, am I that bad? But anyway. So, but yeah, time will tell, I guess, as to you know, where it ranks with this right now currently is the top of the list as far as GA aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim. So everybody's been trying to shoot for them, and from what I've been told regarding Black Square, it's the Duke is their best product. I mean, I think they've only released the Duke and the TBM 850, but this Duke is their best work so far. So that's really encouraging as well to see another developer that's, you know, creating some amazing add-ons. So between them and, you know, Fly Simware, of course, you know, and then the FS Reborn guys that made that Malibu, that M500, the Soulwork Studios that have the PC-12, and the Blackbird folks that have done like the Kodiak, and, you know, the Porter. Like there's some pretty good development going on right now in this sim. All right, well, this is what we have. I'm gonna hop outside, so watch your ears, guys. Actually, it's not as bad outside, is it? Let's get rid of my ugly mug here and let's look around. Welcome to West Virginia. Lots of mountains, lots of trees, and oh, that's a weird little weather update or something. I don't know what happened there. That was crazy. But very, very beautiful place. Steve, good morning, sir. Almost heaven. That's how the song goes. All right, you know what I need to do here? We'll hop right back outside in just a second, but I really need to be monitoring Unicom here. And let's see, do I have anybody else? Yeah, only had Roanoke approach on, so yeah, that'll work for now. Let's do a little drone shot here. A2A, when they needed the HD sound, they just called me up and I just gave them a little. They're like, "Oh, it's perfect." Saved them thousands. But Cheat River is going to be down in one of these little cuts here, and yeah, we're going to have to figure out what the weather is doing down there. I might be able to do a little METAR TAF here, and that gives you some basic idea of what's going on. So, all right, yeah, nice. Of course, we've got a perfect crosswind here, 9-knot crosswind. So runway 13 and 31, those are the two in use, and right now neither one is good. But here's the problem: 1,000-foot ceiling. So getting down to it is going to be the question. And this is, of course, also hampered by the fact that the nearest weather station is 22 miles away. But gives us at least an idea, and things could change here in the next half hour or so. But we need to kind of brief this a little bit. So this is the event that we're doing, by the way. Again, virtual USA flying. Oh wait, what happened there? I heard some. I got to get back inside here. Something's going on. What's going on? Losing engine power here. What's going on? Uh-oh. Alright. The pilot's coming off, and we are losing. We've lost engine power. Okay. I don't have a lot of options here, guys. I don't have any airports that I'm glidable to. Yeah, I'm just losing power. Interesting. Okay, I do have a road. Right now, that's my best option, so I'm going to try to at least follow it for now. If I can't figure out what's going on, I'm trying to lean out, and that's not helping. Am I getting some carped in? I'm not sure if I'm getting some icing or what's going on here, but here you go. Here's your drama. We may not make it to Cheat River. Okay, I don't know what my best glide speed is, but I think I'm probably pretty close. So I'm just going to try to hold about 90-ish. And yeah, I've got nowhere here to land.
Hello.
I'm right in the middle. Yeah. M. Stein, welcome, dude. Yeah, you caught me at an interesting time. I think this road is my best option. I don't even think I could get over there and ditch in the water. I'm not sure I could make that. So we're gonna just stay here on the road, and again, I'm gonna pull rich here, and I just don't know what's going on and why am I losing. Let's is it a fuel pressure issue? Let's yeah, I definitely have lost fuel pressure. Am I just... I'm making manifold pressure. So the engine's still running. I'm just not getting any kind of... I'm not sure. I'm just totally not sure. But at this point in time, I'm about running out of options here, because once I get... There's a bush strip. Is that a bush strip right there? No. It's just a piece of hilltop. Yeah, I'm just looking for a place to land at this point. I don't know what's going on here as far as why this is not running. Alright. I'm going to hold off and get the gear down.
Ahead.
Yeah,
Obstacle ahead.
I hear you, lady. We're going to inhibit you for just this next little bit. Any thoughts, you guys? Cylinder head temps are super cold. Like I feel like maybe I've iced up or something, which I guess I could have because I did go through that cloud. But now that I'm out of the cloud, you'd think that I would blow that ice off and be okay. But
500.
all right, so this road turns, and I'm hopefully going to make the turn. No, I may not make the turn. I'm going to try to make the turn, throw the gear, and land. Oh man, we don't have much of a straightaway here, do we? Holy cow. You're coming down right now. Oh boy. Yeah, this is no bueno. Ooh. Ooh. Bouncy, bouncy. Still got pretty good airspeed. And a stutter, of course, and a tree in the way. Let's see if we can get on the road here. Right in the middle, maybe. Avoid the cars. Let's try to keep her upright here. We've got a bridge. One of those West Virginia bridges. Alright, I feel like we would have survived that. Alright, let's shut down here and see what the heck happened. I don't know. Parking brake. The mags are coming off. Let's not start a fire here. And lights off, 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 off. Fuel pump off. Master, sorry, avionics off and master switch off. So, that is interesting. Cars in space. Yeah, the bush league chops. That's right. That's why we do that. All right. So what the heck here? Engine. It's a new engine. Inspect. There's not one thing wrong with this engine. Engine analyzer. Yeah, it's the new levitating cars. Hey, Happy Pappy, what's going on? Electrical system. What in the world could have happened there, guys? What, honestly, what could have happened? Spark plugs. Do I need to clean the plugs? Did I lose my mags? Whoops, I didn't mean to click that because I was really wanting to see. Did I insert disc 1? That's the problem. Well, okay. I don't know what just happened there, guys. There's nothing. This is new. In fact, I clicked on new just because I didn't want to mess around with the, I didn't want to mess around with failures. Am I out of fuel? I don't think I'm out of fuel. I had loaded up. Yeah, I've got tons of fuel in the wings. Yeah, so oh, when you see it, I'll just leave that right there. And the yeah, I'll just sip my tea here and let you guys laugh at me. I should not be allowed to be anywhere within a 500-mile radius of a Comanche. Yep, that's it. I had the fuel selectors on the tip tanks, and so we just ran out of gas. We just flat out ran out of gas. Well, okay then. That is, yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's start this thing up and fly. I don't think I can get out of here. So let me see what awaits us up here. Is this a, yeah, I don't think I can get over the top of this guy. And maybe I can come up here, turn around, and depart back. It's worth a try. I'll just tell everybody that I had to stop and take a leak. You know, you got to go, you got to go. Master switch. Rotating beacon. Mixture full. Crack the throttle, or crock the throttle. Shouldn't need any primer. We'll do a little fuel pump action. And I am on the main tanks now. That's important. That's a pro tip. Don't just run the tip tanks. Mags are magging, and we should be nice and warm. See if I did any damage to the I didn't see any damage to the airframe, so at least the Kraken. Back taxi. Yeah. Yes, November 11816, we're going to backtrack Interstate 25 and depart back to the east. Oh my lord, that was good. I have not done that for a while. Well, I almost do it every time in the Beaver, because I run that rear tank out like religiously. Oh, here we are, just stopping at Braxton County.
TAWS system test okay.
All right, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Everybody good? You get out and stretch your legs a little bit. That's good. Good. Happy that I can help you out with that. 22.8. Now, what is the CTAF for County Road 13 here? Anybody have a METAR for this bridge here? Bridges of Madison County. You landed the Concorde on 22 left at JFK with the gear up and ignored the ground proximity warning. I've done that too. Test out the old Kevlar underbelly. You know, you got to do that also from time to time. So the hardest part about doing this is going to be avoiding the flying cars. If I get up on the bridge, I could get like a little bit of a downhill push, couldn't I? Flaps 1, I'm gonna just say, for departure here. And yeah, this could be interesting. There's some terrain to consider, and also some cars. Yippee-ki-yay. Fortunately for us, the cars are floating, so they're not a factor. There's airspeed. Oh, she's wanting to fly already. Ew.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Alright, enough of that. Positive rate of climb gear coming up. Flaps up. .2400 RPMs. Looking for 105 on the climb rate, if I could get that, please, good sir. And back on course, just like nothing ever happened. Agent Presta, you didn't see anything. Nobody saw nothing. Yeah, what happened was I really had to go, so I just saw a little spot down there. I could set it down for a second and you know, take care of business. Now we're good. Now we're back. We're back on route. And life is good. I'm turning everything on because you never know with me. It's going to be one of those mornings. Yeah, all right. I mean, look, it is what it is. Let's stay VFR though. Now here's the problem. I'm 3,500 is good for most of my route, but the closer I get to Cheat River, the higher the terrain. So I am going to need either to go down into the correct valley and fly at like 1,000 feet AGL, or I'm going to need the clouds to break up a little bit. Okay, where was I? Here I was thinking I was being all fuel efficient and environmentally conscious, and no, that was not what was happening. Trimmed out decent here. Well, that was certainly, that woke me up. Can I get a direct to? Can I get a what? And yeah, I'm going to go back to, what the heck? Autopilot. Autopilote. And we're going to go ahead and go track. And I'm just going to hold this altitude right here. It's not quite 3,500, but oh yeah, we're clearing up a little bit. Okay, sweet. Let me disconnect that. And just trim up slightly for climb. I really do think it'd be cool to have a trim lever up above your head. I don't know why. All right, there we go. We're just gonna keep this between us, right? I'm sure that the downwind sim's already clipped it, and rightly so. I need some more tea. Ooh, man, if I could have made it a little further, look at that, I had a golf course. If I could have coasted a little further, I could have done a Harrison Ford and landed on the 14th fairway. Nice. Yeah, this is going to be interesting right here, guys. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to, like, if I knew the area better, I might be able to get down a scud run just a little bit, but the problem is I've only been here like maybe 2 times. But you see, like, there's a little bit of a valley here that you could come into, and there's also, as I'm noticing on Sky Vector, there's also like some roads. Like if I could, you know, if I could find this Tiger Lake and pick up this road, this is a major road that kind of runs right past it. So I think what I'm going to try to do is see if I can locate this Tiger Lake, and then we'll come off the direct track and we'll see if we can pick up this road system and get down to, so the airfield is at 2,400 feet, so we'd have to get down to like 3,500 ish. So yeah, we'll see that. This might be able to help me a little bit with that if I zoom in. Can I see Tiger Lake? Maybe too far away yet. Yeah, I think I'm little bit too far away, but we'll look out the window and see if we can see it, and that'll be our next Well, that'll be our alternate plan of attack. There's a good idea for the next Flying Club stream, $100 breakfast crawl. We did the $100 I set up the $100 pancake run. I think it was last year. It was not well attended. Adjust for inflation. Yeah, it's a real thing. That's right. I need some water. That harrowing adventure dehydrated me. Well, how's your morning going so far? Oh, man. Yeah, I should have. I think my giveaway there was no oil or no fuel pressure, right? And I didn't look to see if these were showing empty, but that was probably that was the scan that I didn't do that would have solved the problem. So yeah, in looking back, that would, if I had it to do again, I would want to, like, I scanned the 6-pack, there was nothing crazy there. I scanned over here, there was nothing crazy there. I looked at all of these, like I literally did. I worked all the way around the 3 instruments that I really needed to look at the most, and for whatever reason I just didn't do this middle 6 scan. Alright, still trying to climb to 5.5, just kind of taking it easy. Not too worried about getting up there super quick. But then again, we're looking for the Tigert Lake. And I'm trying to get a sense, it doesn't really matter what the road is called. But if I could find it, hoping it shows up on here and I could just try to track it there. I'm going to head down to 3,500, which should be, as I look at my terrain, so there's a 2,800 foot peak here. Here's 3,100. If I stay out here, 3,500, if I stay west of the field, it should be fine. I don't run into the higher terrain until I get kind of east of the field. JPC! Hey, buddy. Welcome. You just missed me running out of fuel and making an emergency landing. Like a pro, I might add. The best part is, I ran out of fuel in the tip tanks. I had tons of fuel in the wing tanks, but did I switch over to the wing tanks when my engine died? No, I didn't. You know, I think outside the box. How was your stream? Did you fly in this morning, or were you controlling, or oh no,
I just tried some of it.
that's too bad. Are you is it the solar flares? Are they getting you? I've been hearing a lot about the big solar storm that we have going on right now, causing problems all over the place. Tried to, just had tech issues. Darn it. Well, I got no one to blame but just me being a bad pilot. Happy Pappy says, then make a run for the lake and follow the shoreline either to Toronto or Niagara Falls to avoid the Pearson airspace. Yeah, there you go. You're thinking about, Happy Pappy's thinking about doing a long haul Challenger. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so like it started yesterday, and like people all the way down in Atlanta were seeing the Northern Lights last night. It's supposed to continue for a couple more nights. And anyway, like I don't know a ton about it, but you know, part of the concern is that, you know, it's kind of an electromagnet, you know, the electrical part of the corneal mass ejection or whatever that flings all that energy towards the earth. Like, it can really damage, you know, electrical things, electrical related things. So needless to say, we all love our technology, and yeah, so I guess it knocked out like half the U.S. postal system's computers yesterday for about half a day. And so anyway, you're wondering why people were so squirrely yesterday. Yeah, I don't know that it has an effect on people per se, but anyway, like I said, I'm just learning a little bit about it, and I also didn't realize that it was like such a big deal. But apparently this is a one of the bigger storms that we've ever recorded, and they've got like this out of 5. It's like a tornado, you know, rating, an F scale. But this storm is, in terms of the impact, I guess, on Earth, it's last night was a 4 out of 5. Uh-oh, there we go. There we go. I'm getting it too. Did you guys, did I lose my stream? But yeah, but the one guy that I was listening to that has been studying it for 15 years, kind of an expert on the field, he said that tonight it's possible that it could reach 5 out of 5, which would have obviously the most potential for doing damage. Happy Pappy said, there are some interesting studies on the physiological effect of cosmic electromagnetic phenomena. Oh yeah, well, I wouldn't doubt it, but it's just way above my head. I can't even freaking put the right fuel tanks on. So, you know. All right, guys, it is time. We've reached that time where I think I see the lake. I'm gonna head to the lake. And I'm gonna try to. I think that's the lake. Yeah, that little skinny lake right there, right? I'll try to zoom in far enough. I'm hoping it'll show maybe the road. Is this the road I want, or is that the river? I'm seeing the river. I'm kind of doing a combination here. River and road. Alright, I'm going to descend. Hey, hello. I'm frozen up now. I'm going to descend down to 3,500. What I'm loving about what I'm seeing right now, though, is it looks like the skies are clearing up, which is fantastic. And then, and we have to decide here as well. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was trying to brief the freaking arrival here. Oh, what do I need? Right-hand pattern runway 13 is what we need. Alright, cool. I'm going to spin this guy around to 13. I just use it as a little bit of an OBS. So yeah, anyway, I guess the positives are that you might have a chance of seeing the Northern Lights tonight, wherever you live. The bad news is it could potentially knock out the power grid for the entire United States. So there you go. Rob Walker's going 3-1. You've got a different METAR TAF. Yeah, it's right across the middle, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I think what I'm going to do is get into the pattern and see what folks are doing there. And we've got a raid also coming from Jeffrey. Hi, Jeffrey. Good morning. And holy cow, a 50-month streak. Wow. Jeffrey, I think you're my first. No, you're just the second ever 50-plus subscriber, man. Thank you so very, very much. You and JPC are my are my long-time subscribers. I've got a few that are in the 40s as well, but you guys are the first over 50. So thank you, welcome. Jeffrey, did you go in 3-1 or 1-3 today? This morning. That's definitely the lake, and I need to find the road. Speaking of the devil, JPZ, that's the 52. Oh, it's one way in, one way out. Okay, that's kind of okay. So that's what I was seeing. Yeah, turf runway, right-hand pattern, runway 13. That's. I guess I didn't take that meant it was only one way in, one way out. But all right, right-hand pattern 13 it is. Very good. Land 3-1. Okay, I don't see that anywhere in this brief. Land 3-1. Yeah, I don't see that anywhere in here. Land 3-1. Takeoff 13. Oh, there's a real world briefing. I got you. All right. Well, thank you for the info. So we'll land 13. Sorry, land 3-1 and depart 13. So if it's a right-hand pattern to 13, it'll be left-hand pattern to 3-1. I'm assuming. Now I've totally lost my where I'm going. You know what? I don't need to track this road. I can go direct to the field because I have good visual conditions. I'm making this harder than it needs to be. That's kind of been my theme today. Well, welcome again. Welcome raiders from the Jet Pilot Cinnamon channel and raiders from the Jeffrey Becker's channel. I probably have already met you, but if not, my name is Brant. Great to have you on the Melvin Leroy channel here. We're doing a little run for the Virtual USA Flying Club. I took off from Chuck Yeager up in Charleston, well, down in Charleston a little bit ago, about an hour ago or so. Promptly ran out of fuel about halfway, did an emergency landing on the interstate, and found out I just forgot to switch the fuel tanks from tip tanks to wing tanks, and so did that, fired it back up, did a little bush style departure, and Bob's your uncle. So in other words, that's just another routine day on the Melvin Leroy channel. So downwind should be on the south side of the river, right over the ridge eastbound. All right, Nick, welcome. I don't know if I said hello, Nick. Good to see you. Yeah, the Comanche. I'm sort of getting like a little bit of a Comanche curse here. So the last time I flew the Comanche, I actually crashed trying to get into Bayport. I stalled on turning to final, and yeah, did not land gracefully. And so then this time I've screwed up my fuel management. But anyway, we set the plane down in a condition that we could use it again. So we just a little bush style landing, and like Steve PHL said, that's why we practice those bush style landings. I'm not sure how much of a bush plane the Comanche is, but it held up pretty well for us. And we're going to try to get it in to cheat here in just a little bit. Oh gosh dang, Cheat River is going to be 2290.
Bravo Zulu is about 20 miles to the east. Coming in full stop, Cheat River.
Okay. Where am I? How far am I out?
Cheat River traffic. Cessna 124, my trolley is overflying the field for the downwind runway 31, Cheat River.
See some traffic right there. Cheat River traffic. Comanche 816 is about 5 to the south And we're going to orbit down here at the south, try to work ourselves into the pattern, Cheat River. We may be closer than that even. All right, let's get ourselves squared away. Yeah, we're definitely closer than that. More like 2 miles away. We saw somebody coming out, and I should have been over to 22.9er a lot sooner than that. So that's not good on my part, but let's start slowing down also. And get it trimmed out here, slow down to about 120.
Traffic, Cessna 857 Whiskey Golf is about 12 miles to the southwest. Going to make our way up to the field, Cheat River.
All right.
Traffic, Cessna 124, my Charlie is turning final for runway 31, Cheat River.
Okay, so downwind should be on the south side of the river. Over the ridge eastbound. So we are... Okay. So we're on the correct side of the river here, I believe. Oh, Jeffrey, have fun, dude. Yeah, that's partly why I started a bit early myself, is because I've got some outside projects I'm going to work on today. We've got ourselves a nice day here, so I'm going to take advantage of that. But good luck. Have fun. Thanks for checking in. Good seeing you. Thanks for the raid. We'll see you later on, buddy. Thanks for the sub again. Appreciate you, man. Alright, I'm going to try to sequence myself. Somebody was turning base. I'm gonna go ahead and overfly the field here, eastbound. Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816 is at 5,000. We're going to overfly the field eastbound and enter a right-hand pattern 431.
Cheat River traffic, Cessna 124, my Charlie is clear of the runway at Cheat River.
Yeah, I know there's somebody else coming. I heard them call. They were a little behind us. So we're clear of the traffic here. But I just want to get a sense of what we're looking at, if I'm able. Where is the airfield? Kind of over there. Right there. Okay. So I need to stay on this side of the... Nope, that's not it. The airfield... Okay. It's down here. Right off our 12 o'clock. So it's this runway right there is the one I need. Okay, so we alright, so I'm actually gonna take a 360 here. No, I need to be coming, so I need to be eastbound. Yeah, so we're eastbound. So right now we're on the downwind. Okay, I think I think I have my bearings now. I'm just gonna overfly it here, not do anything, and then we'll come back in. Yeah, so we need to come in, and or is it? Yeah, it's this runway here. This is the one I want. So we come over the bridge, and we come down. Okay, yeah. I think I remember this from last time. Alright, so 3,500 I do think is our pattern altitude, so let's just do a little like a little modified teardrop back to the right downwind, and can listen for that traffic coming in here as well. Airspeed's looking pretty good. Put a notch of flaps in right now, just slow us down a little bit.
Cheat River, Comanche November 81 Bravo Zulu is about 10 miles to the east. Intention to come down the river and make a circle and come in from the west and enter a left pattern.
Okay. Perfect. I think I'll be out of his way
Cheat River
here.
traffic, plot is 38 Romeo. We're about 15 miles to the south. We're going to be following the Cheat River north and entering a left base to runway 31. Full stop, Cheat River.
Okay. Left base, yeah. So we're going to be left downwind here. Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816 is a teardrop to left downwind 31. Cheat River. Alright, let's see if we can make this happen. Oops. Little bit too far off the power there. Alright, we're going to see if we can make it happen. So, up the river. I'm a little high. Feel like I'm kind of fast here as well. Let's put the gear down here, slow us down a bit. Okay, so we're gonna come over this hill and drop in. Looking to come in. So my scenery, I don't think is loaded in here correctly. There should not be a gravel runway there. That's a bummer. Over that bridge is what we're looking for, though. I'm way too close. Second notch of flaps coming out. Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816 is left base to final runway 31, Cheat River. Let's see if we can get it around here. Not too high.
Cheat River traffic, Cessna 857 Whiskey Golf is about 7 miles to the southwest. We're going to enter a left downwind as we approach the field, Cheat River.
Not too fast. Yeah. Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816 is going around Cheat River. Yeah, something's not quite right with my scenery there, I don't think. But that's where the runway is. All right, so I need to take it further down the river is what I need to do here, and that way I can have a little more time. Oh, you had the same issue, JPC? Okay, yeah, interesting.
Cheat River traffic, plot is 38 Romeo, 8 miles to the south, following the river up north, entering left base 31. Cheat River.
Okay. At Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816, climbing through 2,200. We're going to circle back around and make a run up the river, Cheat River. We'll get in line number 3 here. Foggy saying everybody's scenery is having some problems.
Hyper Comanche, November 81 Bravo Zulu is about to come in from the north, going to follow the river around north, enter a left pattern, and then turn left for runway 31.
Okay.
Cheat River.
At Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816, we're south of the field right now. We'll just kind of stay clear and try to sequence ourselves in behind you guys. JPC thinks it's some of the libraries. Oh, there we go. And Comanche 816, we've got that inbound traffic in sight. All right, so we're going to get behind these guys here and follow them in. That's at least one of them. I don't know if that's Rob or there was somebody in front of him as well. There's a Comanche and a Pilatus coming in. Anyway, JPC thinks it's maybe some scenery issues.
Cheat River traffic, Cessna 857 Whiskey Golf. I'm going to change up the plan a little bit. Going to head over to the east, and I'll follow up the river from the south as well. Sequence behind here. Cheat River.
Yeah, yeah. So that's something to do too. Alright, so there's my traffic coming in. I've got, that's the inbound traffic, so I'm gonna stay away. I don't see him visually, but you see who I'm seeing here? I'm gonna try to get out of his way and let him. I'm turning right freaking into him. This is horrible. What have I done? That was bad. That was really bad. Just trying to get out of his way. I should just kept going through and looped in behind him. Alright, we're out of his way. Do I see him? Yep. No. Okay. Alright. I think we're good now. We'll get in behind. At Cheat River traffic. Comanche 816 is going to follow the river. Looks like we're number 3 on the approach. Cheat River. Thought that looked like an airstrip up there. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But just a lovely ranch. Alright, so let's start slowing down right now. Here.
Cheat River, Comanche November 81 Bravo Zulu, about 5 miles to the northwest of the
So
field.
we've got
Follow the
1,
river
2,
down,
3.
And enter a left pattern for runway 31.
Okay, we've got 3 guys. Yeah, so
Cheat
just,
River, Bloody 3 Romeo, 2 miles from the field, entering a left base to 31. Full stop. Cheat
okay,
River.
let's get over to the river. Let's sequence ourselves in here and see if we can't get on the ground this time. Solar flares. Yeah, we were talking about that, Foggy. That's we got quite a solar storm going on right now. It's pretty interesting. All right, so yep, we're just gonna follow along. I like our speed right now. We do have a notch of flaps out. I am looking for 90 on the airspeed. I'm gonna put the second notch out here. We're just gonna try to bring it in as slow as we can. And I'm gonna throw the gear down as well. So I'd like to get myself down to about 100 knots here as I drop into the valley. There we go. That's better. Not really a standard pattern here, but we'll take it. So we're just going to loop around. Kind of a left hand around the hill type of pattern. Okay, I like that. Lights are on. Your fuel is
Cheat River traffic, Bloody 3
full
Romeo.
as tanks. Okay. We should have plenty of room in front of us.
Cheat River traffic, Cessna 857 Whiskey Golf is on the left base for runway 31.
At Cheat River, Comanche 816 is left downwind on the river, runway 31. Airport's over there. My altimeter setting must be way off because I think the airport's only 2,400 feet. But see what we're trying to do here, right? Speed looks good. JJ, hello. Welcome. Happy Saturday.
Cheat River, Comanche November 81 Bravo Zulu, coming around the bend to the north, going to enter a left pattern for 31, Cheat River.
All right, around we go. Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816 is left base 31. I got a
Cheat River traffic, Cessna 857 Whiskey Golf, short final 31.
Alright, cool. We're good. We are good now. See my bridge? Not yet, not quite. Right around the corner there. Airspeed looks better. Altitude is definitely better. Maybe even a little low right now.
Cheat River traffic.
I must have my...
November 81 Bravo Zulu. Going to call off.
Oh, 1,400. So
I'm
I'm still a bit high, actually. Yeah. I was looking at the runway length as my altitude. That's not what you need. Just all kinds of on it today. Trying to go slow for this guy.
Cheat River traffic, Cessna 857 Whiskey Golf is clear of the active. Cheat River.
Alright, cool. At Cheat River, Comanche 816 is short final 3-1. There we go. Yep, I was a little bit early there, but I think we've got it now. There's the bridge. There's the bridge. I'm gonna go full flaps on this guy just because I'm a little nervous about getting stopped. Booyah. Alright, that'll work. I can live with that. Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816 is clear at 3-1. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it, Age Presta? The only thing I'm bummed about, again, is
November 81 Bravo Zulu
this is a grass strip in here, so kind of a bummer, but yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That makes up for my running out of fuel. Oh, I don't know why I'm back taxiing. If I depart, I got to depart the from the other end here. So let me head back down before this guy gets too close. And scenery's borked. That's too bad. Shoot. I mean, everything looks fine except for just the runway is the only thing that's messed up. But still, neat area. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can get in there and do that. I think JPC for you. That shouldn't be a tough fix. Okay. I'm going to shut down here for just a second, and I'm going to go check on my status upstairs here and see where everybody is in terms of their state of readiness, and if I have time, I might elect to try another leg here. But yeah, like I say, just give me a moment. I'll let you guys. We'll do a little plane spotting while I'm away here. Yeah, this wouldn't be a hard fix to get rid of that gravel runway. Where's a good spot here? Right about there. That'll be a pretty good looking spot. Okay. Yeah, just give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. I think we're good for another leg, you guys. Nice stretch break here, and yeah, so let's, we just need to plan something. So let's see, what do we have? You know what I should do is, instead of looking here, let me look at Volanta. Let's see what I have nearby. I've got, looks like Columbus isn't too far away. What was my landing, by the way, on Interstate? What is that road? Do I know? Is there a way to know? U.S. Sectional. Senator Jennings Randolph Highway. Anyway, set her down at about 0.98 Gs, 69 feet per minute. Hey, that's pretty good. So yeah, if you're just joining, first of all, welcome. How are you? But here's what happened. We departed out of Charleston, and we're just having a nice flight, visiting about this and that. And I was just about to brief the arrival, and yeah, my engine stopped. And so I managed to kind of, well, there was nothing really nearby that we could get to, and so I just followed the road, and we set it down on the road, and found a spot that was straight enough that we could do it. Anyway, turned out I had just ran the fuel out of the tip tanks, and all I had to do was switch it over to the mains, and I'd have been just fine. But anyway, we recovered from that, took back off, and made our way in here, and yeah, just kind of did a little. First approach was not good, so we came out, almost had a mid-air collision, came back down, and made our final landing there. But how did we do here, by the way? Yeah, 103, pretty good. 60 knots. Speed was decent, and yeah. So here is, again, we've got some options nearby. Here's the problem though. I thought I didn't pay full price for the ACF, and she just gave up on me. Subsonic, what's going on? Yeah, I got it at auction, and I had a bunch of bad fuel. I'm thinking Columbus, that's going to be a good hour. I don't think I quite have an hour, but maybe I do. I don't know. Shoot. There's not a whole lot. I mean, there's some little places kind of nearby, I guess. Yeah, what the heck. Let's see if we can make it into Columbus. I think that's probably going to be our best option. I do have could go to the coast here. Roanoke has some ATC. We could try to go to Roanoke. I don't have any scenery for Roanoke, but we could try to go down there. Oh, the decisions. You know what? Let's go to Roanoke. We've got some ATC down there, and let me see how much of a trip that's going to be here. 56 West Virginia, Whiskey Victor to Roanoke. Roanoke's just a beautiful place anyway. So if we did I think I was doing about 170 actually. That's not quite an hour. What the heck? Let's do it. We'll just we'll go VFR, because we do have some nice visual conditions here, and yeah, I think that'll be a good one. It's good to see you too, Subsonic. Thanks for coming in, you guys. I don't know if anybody else came in here while I was out and about, but welcome. Happy Saturday. Great to have you on board this virtual USA Flying Club event. We are just in leg number 2 here, so I think I can just adjust this here, right? 56 WV off the blocks here. What is it right now? 15.4. It'll be off 1600 at the latest. And will 5.5 be okay for us? Let's see. This might be the tricky part. There's a 5.1. There's a 4.7. 443. Yeah, I think 484. I think 5,500. Actually, we're a little bit westbound here, aren't we? Going to. So I would need 4,500 or 6,500. Yeah, there's a 4.6. So we'll go 6,500. Get us up and out. And again, I'm thinking we're more like 170. KROA. If we go missed, do we want to just go back up to, I don't know. If we go missed, what do we have? We got Lynchburg. Yeah, we'll go to Lynchburg. Yeah, LYH. Perfect. About an hour, we'll make sure we have enough fuel this time. And southbound, I think we just call that southbound. We'll leave our little Virtual USA Flying Club remark in there. We'll file. We are legal. VFR. And ready to rock and roll. Let me get just a couple more things in here. That'll be good. You were working in the garden listening to me, and so I had a free hand to say hi. I'm glad you did. That's actually one of the things that I'm going to be doing here when I'm done is heading out to a little bit of cleanup to do, a little bit of spring cleanup to do for my yard as well. So that's what I'm hoping to be able to do today. But first we must fly. All right, so let's jump back into the tablet here and let's make sure. Let's just top it off here. 30 gallons, we should have plenty. I'm not going to worry about the tip tanks. Stupid tip tanks anyway. And let's make sure we're on the mains. That's also important. That's a pro tip. Oh gosh, it's subsonic. It's just a gorgeous day here in the Mountain West. It's going to be like in the mid 60s and just sunny, and the wind has laid down, and so yes, it'll be a very, 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 very good day to work outside. All right, master switch on, rotating beacons on, fuel selectors to desired tank, mixture full forward, throttle cracked, prop lever full forward. I'm not going to give it any primer because we're good to go. Carb heat is off. Megs I left on because that's how the pros do it. And here we go. Doesn't exactly turn over real easy, but we're there. We're there. Avionics master can come on. And while we're sitting here, how about we lean out just a little bit? Yeah, we have had the rainiest kind of cool and windy week. So I'm at that point where I'm ready to get outside and start doing some things. Whoops, what's going on there? KROA, Roanoke, Lexburg. Sweet, 121 miles. Yep, should be a little under an hour, I guess, shouldn't it? Mic check, I read you 5.
Just crossed, yes, thank you. Troubles here in the sim.
Okay, beautiful. So what did we should have about 1,400 feet elevation here. So here's what I was doing, by the way. Here was my confusion. This was really another dumb mistake on my part. I was looking at the sectional here, and I was seeing the 2422, thinking that was the elevation. That's not the elevation. Here's the elevation, 1,410. So anyway, that was dumb on my part. This is actually in relationship to these towers at 2,000. Here's the runway length, 2,000 feet. And so yeah, I was totally misreading that. So I'm pretty much nailing. I'm checking all the boxes today. Right. right, so anyway, at the end of the day, 1410, we're just going to use that to set our altimeter, or estimate our altimeter. That looks pretty close. How we doing? Our compass is right at 300, so let's make sure that's set. We didn't do that last time either. And then we are going to depart runway 13. So I'm going to set my heading bug here. And departure procedure for us will basically be straight out. We're just going to climb up to 6,500 and yeah, call it good. Hey, I got a first-time chatter from Angie. Have I ever flown in Papua New Guinea? Absolutely love that place. In fact, I just picked up last week or 2 weeks ago, I picked up the new Orbix bush pack there that gives you the 7 more bush trips. Yeah, I love flying the bush trips up there. Great place to fly. All right, get the seat checked here. And let's set a notch of flaps. Let's make sure lights are on here. I'm going to put the pitot heat on as well. Actually, let me hold off on the pitot heat until I know I'm cleared. And Cheat River traffic. Comanche 816, just need to check on anybody inbound. We're going to be getting ready to depart. All right, I guess that answers that question. I have the Kodiak add-on. Yep. And I've flown it with that Kodiak, flown it a little bit also with the Pilatus PC6, and also with the DAC2 Beaver. So those are really, yeah, awesome aircrafts. Great way to fly that. Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816 is departing runway 13. We'll be straight out southbound, VFR, Cheat River. All right, you guys. We're going to go full power takeoff. We are looking for 80 knots. And again, the main thing we're going to try to do is climb and get out of the terrain. And then we're going to get on track here southbound. So let me get set up here. Oh, crap. All right, Cheat River, Comanche, we're going to go ahead and get out of the way. We'll wait for the arriving traffic. All right, well, that's kind of what I was calling initially, but you know what, so be it. We're not in any hurry. I have not put my attendance in yet. No, JPC, I can do that while I'm waiting, I guess.
Cheat River traffic, miles 7, we're just climbing out. We're going around.
Okay. I'll put that in a second. All right, Cheat River Comanche 816 is going to depart 13. Again, we'll be just straight out southbound. We'll get out of the way. All right, here we go. Lined up. Flaps are set. Lights are on. I probably don't need pitot heat right now. I think it's pretty nice out, but we're going to put it in anyway. Let's do it. Hold the brakes, hold the brakes, hold the brakes, and we'll release. Full power achieved. Airspeed 40, 60, and she wants to fly. Okay, good deal. A little bit of a right hand sort of climb out. Positive brake gear coming up. Follow the river. Once we're clear of the terrain, we will hop on course and get out of the way of traffic here. Everybody is pretty well following the river coming in here, so I'd like to get off of that river as fast as I could. Alright, I think we're good to go here. Cheat River traffic, Comanche 816, climbing through 2,500. And we are exiting the area to the south. Have a good landing.
Yeah, Cheat River taxi, mall 700, crossing into the river valley here and approach runway 31 for Cheat River.
Okay. Out of the valley here. Now I can kind of turn on course here. I think I should be on about a 196. Yeah, 196. Just put this over here for a little bit of a reference for now. Just kind of hand fly it up to cruise, I think, and then we'll let Otto have his fun. Maybe we'll see that traffic looping around that mall coming back in. That mall would be a great choice to come in here. The mall would be a good choice to fly in PNG. No doubt about that. Alright, there we go. We're pretty well on course now, up through 4,000. And feeling like we're mostly clear. Yeah, I think we're basically clear of the area. Everything is green and happy on the gauges.
Cheat River, South 7 on short for 31.
Can we see him? Ah, I'm a little too far away now, darn it. That's us right back over there. Yeah, what a cool area. Get the flaps up here too, that'll help. What a cool area. Neat event, and I need to go over and wish happy birthday to our birthday boy here. I forgot about that. I'll get up to cruise here, and then we'll go put our attendance in, and we'll go say happy birthday to Steve.
Dawson Field traffic to Haviland 394 Alpha Mike taking off from 24.
Alright, we're going to go back to 22.8 now. Monitor the general Unicom, and as soon as I get to within Roanoke range, I'll tune him in as well. We'll have to get a clearance into his airspace for a full stop landing. We can get an ATIS though, and kind of hopefully know a little bit better what we're doing here coming in. We've got a raid coming in. Hello, Null. Not sure if I'm going to say this right there. Null Peter 2. Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Appreciate you coming in. Alright, there is 6.5, my friends. And I think what we'll do is we'll go a little autopilot here so I can kind of multitask. See if I can hold it here. And I wouldn't mind hand flying this a little bit more if possible. Whoops. Let's set the trim, please. Set the heading. And all right, that's close enough on the altitude. All right, we're just going to go there, and let's we'll let the aircraft trim out, and then I've got to take care of a couple of. Wants us to trim down a little bit, so we trim down, trim down, trim down. We'll watch our airspeed here. We don't want to overspeed, but I think we're looking pretty good. All in all. We can talk leaning here in just a sec as well. But let me go get attendance put in and go wish our birthday boy a little happy birthday. We had it was a PA-24. And holy cow, what is it? We were probably about 15. I don't know, about 1525-ish Zulu. Yeah, but all right. Stand by for just 1 second. Feel like we've got some serious wind volume or something here. Let me pull that back just slightly. Where's my oh, he's not in there anymore. Darn it. All right, never mind. Rats. Okay, well, the guy that put it together for us, Steve Hayes, he's the guy that organized this. But anyway, yeah, it's his birthday today, so cool event and a great place to fly as always. And happy birthday, Steve, if you watch this back later on, buddy. Okay, so we are gonna, so really quickly before I get too squirrely, do I still have Roanoke approach? Maybe I don't have those guys anymore. Oh, doggone it. Nope, they went offline. So shoot. Alright, well, never mind then. That's a bit of a bummer. So, well, we'll just do a little quick and dirty ATIS and try to plan our arrival. We are flying over an airspace. Yeah, we're okay there. We are Class Echo. I mean, should be good there. Alright, so Roanoke. Winds variable at 3 right now. Good visibility, broken at 5,000, altimeter 2988. So, well, let's just go to our boy here. See what runways they're using at Roanoke. Blacksburg doesn't really, yeah, broken or variable winds, so probably just a straight in 1.6 would work for us. Is there where's yeah, 1.6 or 2.4 I guess would be good for us. 1.6 puts us pretty well straight into the FBO. This oh, it looks like this taxiway is closed, so Alpha 4 into the either Juliet or Alpha 4 into the FBO. Yeah, all right, that works for me. That's what we'll plan. And I kind of want to hand fly this baby, so let's do it. Now that we're nice and trimmed out, let's just put it on course here, and we'll still use the magenta line to help us out here. But you know what? Maybe it'd be a good time to practice some radio navigation here. Let's see, what's the Roanoke VOR? 109.4. Let's see if we remember how to do this. 109.4. Let's put that in here. Let's change this over to VOR localizer. I'm not picking him up quite yet. Do I have anything closer that I could work off of? I do. I've got the Elkins VOR, which is 114.2. Let's just make sure this thing is tracking. Yep, we're picking that guy up. So I'm not really going to use him because he is, as you can see, kind of off to our right here. We could, if we wanted to, we could get a little bit of a situational, like where exactly are we in relation to Elkin? Yeah, so he's just a little bit off to our southwest here, and I can get a DME as well. All right, distance. How far am I? This is the part I haven't used in a while. Not sure why it's not giving me a distance from Elkins VOR. What am I missing here, Comanche experts? Is it not turned on? Is that what it is? Pull ident? Nope. Oh, I need to, yeah, I need to have the Elkins frequency in there, don't I? Okay. Oh, hey, hello. I need to have 11420 in there. That's why it's not picking that up. 1420. And let's see if that gives us our distance here in just a minute. Maybe not. Maybe I'm off. Elkins is, that VOR is over here somewhere. Yeah, weird. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure. Like I say, it's been a while. Probably good on practicing this. The Big Beefcake. Hey, how's it going? Blacksburg was your departure airport for the event today. Wanted to fly over Virginia Tech's campus and check out the stadium. Yeah, buddy, it's almost football season. Thanks for the first time chat. And November 6524 Victor Rich lives in Blacksburg. And yeah, this is a great area. Man, oh man, this is such a beautiful area. Iowa Scotsman will be fashionably late again. Hey man, you like to make an entrance, dude. It's okay. It's okay. I appreciate you guys coming in. Like I say, lots of fun. Had our fair share of mishaps today, but here we are in the air, and I think we're going to be just fine heading down to Roanoke. I need to pick up, I tell you what, I really need to pick up what do we have? Do we have, is there some so it looks like there's a few people that are working on a Roanoke Airport. Oh, Aerosoft has one. Skyline Sim has made one. Okay, cool. Skyline Sim, those are the developers that made Toronto Billy Bishop. They're pretty good. Oh, very nice. I really need to pick up this airport at some point in time. We fly down here quite a bit. We've done a couple of different Bush League events actually down here. This is just a really great place for this type of flying. And a place like Roanoke is nice because it's like a little bit of a hub, kind of like how we use Boise when we're flying in Idaho as like our takeoff point. Try switching. Try the switch below the frequency 1 notch. Okay. So I thought I had. So I thought you put it there, right, for distance. Just not get. Oh, this is nav 2 DME. Wait a second. All right. So no, that should be. What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, I'm missing something silly here, I'm sure. But I could have swore that was what I needed. Rich is saying you usually only fly slant alpha in the Comanche. Yeah, yeah, so it's almost 100% something I'm not doing, because I haven't flown at slant alpha in a while here. But all right, so we're gonna do this. We're just gonna rough it until we pick up the Roanoke VORs. We know the rough heading here of 194-ish. It's kind of down the terrain here, and we'll just fly that until Roanoke pops up. And it is possible, I guess, that Elkin VOR maybe does not have a DME. I mean, that is sometimes I have found those. So let's go 1940. And again, we're not picking it up yet, so I don't expect it to show anything just yet. But yeah, I think everything is good. Otherwise, yeah. DME is only for nav 1. Alright, so that just gives you the Morse code. Nav 2 DME. So where would then, I guess my follow-up question would be, where would nav 1 DME show if like that? I thought that's where we were. I'm gonna have to dive back into the manual. It's definitely not a deal breaker right now for me, but the biggest thing is we can use a little bit of a cross between, you know, what we have here as well as you know, this to track. So yeah. COM2 and NAV2 DME 19.4 Roanoke. Well, we're not, again, there's a possibility that and do you know, like, if you're looking at the chart, so this is a good question. So this is the Elkins VOR, and that looks to me like just a normal VOR symbol, right? Which would include the DME, because here is Roanoke. Oh, wait a second. Nope, the Roanoke VOR symbol is a little different here. So maybe this does not have a DME. I need my crack research department to look into that. What's the symbol? What's the VOR symbol on my sectional if it's just a VOR only and not a DME? Or am I having a mini stroke and that's not a thing? Fortnite Gamer, thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome. Great to see you. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the beautiful mountains of West Virginia. Well, I guess we're getting down a little bit, maybe a little bit farther south. Heading down to Roanoke. You know what I haven't done? I haven't really grabbed a screenshot here, a thumbnail. Let's zoom in. Let's get a little bit of a thumbie here. Get a good angle. Gotta have your thumbnail shot, you know, right? Giving up a little bit of altitude here, so I need to make sure I get back up to 6.5. Not surprisingly, finding a little turbulence amongst these mountains. Just a little light breeze here at home, Rich says. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out here. This will be my last leg for this stream, unfortunately, guys. I'm going to get myself outside, get some sunshine, clean the yard up a little bit. I'm just looking forward to doing that. I'm a little bit nervous because I've had to start mowing like a month earlier than normal. We've had a really, I don't know, just a really cool and wet spring, and man, my grass is just like, hello, let's go, let's roll. So it'll be a long lawn mowing season this year, but you know what, so be it. That's all right. Be good to get the last little bit of the cleanup done. I think I hear my wife tromping around a little bit up there. So I live in Wyoming. Yeah, you've mowed 5 times already. Holy cow, Rob! Wow, you guys are, your growing season is way ahead of us. Last year at this time, we were talking about, we still had, well, maybe not quite now, but end of April, we still had a lot of snow on the ground. So you've got your manure secured. Heck yeah, buddy. Let the bell pepper growing commence. Yeah, Rich, I think that's why I like flying out here in the sim so much, because it's just like any mountainous area to me is just wonderful. And I've never been here in real life, you know. I'd love to come visit someday, but for now, this is not a bad substitute. Gives you a feel that you've kind of been there and seen things, so it's pretty cool. I might use the Woodrum VOR here. I see a little bit better VOR maybe here. 114.9. I might use 114.9. See if I'm picking that guy up. Am I picking that guy up yet? ODR? Neither one. Neither Roanoke or ODR just yet. Alright, so be it. We're not that far away is the thing. So 25 minutes out. Got some red bell peppers and 8 tomato plants. Oh man. My dad was a really good gardener. And that is definitely one thing that I miss. And I, like, maybe at some point I'll do it, but I have not had the patience for it. It's a really labor intensive thing, which is what he liked about it. He always had things to do, you know, in the spring and summer and all the way through the fall. But he didn't coach, so we had time to come home after school and work on that stuff, you know. And but man, oh man, fresh garden vegetables. There's not much out there that I like better. His parents were big gardeners as well, and I can remember going and visiting them, and just going out, and they just had this massive garden with snap peas, and I mean, everything you want, you just go pick it and eat it just right off the vine. I love that. Like, and I wasn't a vegetable kid, you know. I was like every kid. I didn't like veggies, but man, I loved those veggies out of the garden. Loved it. Loved it. Rich has been working on a round trip in the Adirondack, New York State, maybe keying out to Lake Placid, then to Saranac, Burlington. Oh yeah, wow. That's a great area as well, no doubt about that. That'll be a fun trip. Just don't have any ideas how to put it together. Yeah, you know, a trip like that, right? Like that would be that'd be a heck of a fun trip. I'm assuming you're meaning like an IRL, like go out and drive it and stay and see the sights, and fish the fish, drink the wine, and all that stuff. Be awesome. You'd have to probably fly into one of those places, right? Like fly up to Burlington and rent a car or something like that. That's quite a trip if you go from Blacksburg up to up to upper New York State. But you know what the heck of a roadie. Yep. Oh, just in the sim, yeah. So yeah, I mean that. Yeah, pick your favorite aircraft, right? Like this time of year especially, you know, weather is pretty good. I would just pretty much all those airports that you mentioned, you can get just about anything in there. So, oh yeah, some water landings. There you go. I would say the only thing about this plane that I don't love flying out here is that it's a low wing instead of a high wing. Like I would love to have. I would love if A2A would bring over their Skylane. That 182 Skylane. Yeah, that was the first product I bought from them back in P3D days, and man, that would be the perfect aircraft for flying out here right now. You know, probably not gonna. Yeah, it might go just about as fast. Excuse me, maybe not as fast, but pretty close. And anyway, maybe the Kodiak, you know. But yeah, you're thinking along those right lines, right? Yeah, get it laid out on SkyVector, see what kind of makes sense. You know, you like those like half-hour legs are kind of like just perfect, right? You can get up, just look around, get back down, land, have plenty of ups and downs, but you know you don't want to. I don't know how it all shakes out, but like I try to keep it between half an hour and an hour if I can. I'm really surprised that I'm not picking up either of these VORs yet. Do I have to have that turned on, powered on? I don't know. Maybe I do. Not sure. Ooh, hitting a few clouds here. I've always thought up in that area, Rich, one of the things that I'd like to fly is like from Nantucket up to Burlington, or you know, Saranac, and to go from the ocean extreme, you know, up into the mountains like that. It's just kind of a cool combination. Yeah, this is not ideal. I might have to do a little vector Victor and some descent here to stay out of the clouds. That's one of the cool things about that area, though, right? Is you have everything. Like you can fly the water stuff if you want to, or you can fly the stuff from the coast up into the mountains. You've got some small private fields. You've got some, you know, regional fields. You got the big international airports. There's just a lot of variety up there. Well, Roanoke, let's see. If I'm going to talk to people in Roanoke, what are they using for tower? 1830. It's the first tower frequency I see listed, so we're going to use that. I don't see a dedicated CTAF because it's a class Charlie. Yeah, we'll do 1830. I think we're getting close, guys. Yeah, what I'm doing something. There's something I'm not doing right here to, because I'm not picking up any of the VORs yet. I'm not like, yeah. So something I haven't done something correct here, but yeah, we'll have to come back and look that up. Just means we're gonna have to fly this a little bit more, right? 45 miles away. Yeah, we should be picking something up at this point. Your dad's plane, November 6542 Victor, is a Cutlass 172 RG, and you did some great trips, including the Four Corners and Bryce Canyon. Oh, heck yeah, man. It's based in Keene. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What if the sim has a different frequency than the real world? There are a couple of VORs and X-Plane like that. Jeffrey's thinking, well, I don't know. Like, I've tried both of these, and I did pick up, like I said, I did pick up the Elkins. I just didn't pick up a DME off of that. Jeffrey, do you know, is that symbol? Is that just a VOR and not a DME? Or because Woodrum, I think, is like right on the airport, so there's no symbol there. But the Roanoke VOR has the square around it, and it's got this little starburst thing. I really need to study my sectional symbols here. I'm rusty as heck. Alright. Back we go. Let's take a look at the map. The map has helped us, no doubt about that. That's a vortex, so it should have a VOR, yeah, okay. Or a DME as well. Well, you know, so be it. Okay, so we are planning, by the way, we are planning straight in runway 16 here. Airport elevation for Roanoke is about 1100, so we'll try to start descending when the terrain allows us to. And maybe that's why they're, you know what, they're kind of recommended 2.4 here, aren't they? Alright, we'll do 2.4. That is a little bit more actually direct from what we're doing right now, and it might be more terrain friendly, but so we'll try to get ourselves down to 2200 here. And but I think that we are at least, like, it's at least in this valley, if not one more over, so I can't really start to descend a whole lot just yet. Man, I've climbed up to, wow, I didn't pay very good attention to my altitude here. Holy cow, I'm clear up above 1500 feet above my assigned altitude, or my filed altitude. That's not good. Hey, wait a second. All right, we've got our Roanoke VOR, so we could follow this. I wonder if we have our Woodruff as well. No Woodruff yet, but the Roanoke VOR is now tracking. Okay, that's cool. So that'll help. And that Roanoke VOR is a little bit west of the airport, so I'm gonna kind of follow it, but with an understanding of that. Rich is saying now it's somewhere in Delaware. Your dad gave up flying after a senior cadet misread the tip tanks and went dry tanks over Bradley. Oh boy, both okay. But after a long flying career, mostly private, he was, oh man, a captain on a DC-6. Holy cow. And pilot in command, he was hounded for 2 months. Yeah, that's too bad. Was life support transport volunteer, CFI Civil Air Patrol. Dang. That's pretty awesome, dude. Yeah, that's too bad that he kind of had a deal that really wasn't his fault, but I know he'd probably tell you if he's CFI, it's his responsibility. But anyway, it's too bad that he kind of went out with a sour note, but that's too bad. Air transport over Greenland and Germany. Dang, he still land on the ice. That's some old school stuff right there. That's badass. I need to get back up in that DC-6 a little bit. I haven't flown that in a while. A night cross country. Wow, that would wake you up. That would wake you up. Or his air transport was night cross country. Doing some celestial navigation. Oh man, yes. Yes, please. Wow. So you've certainly read Flight of Passage then, I'm assuming, Rich. They talk a lot about that kind of stuff in Flight of Passage. That Roanoke traffic, Comanche 816, is about 20 miles north of the field. We're inbound at 7,300 Roanoke. Trying to descend. Pull some power back a little bit. You know, I never really did lean out on this leg very well, did I? Or at all. Just rented her wide open, like Jeffrey Becker is paying for the gas or something. JB and JPC, they bought the fuel today. So I should be able to pretty much come straight in 2-4, I think. And so that would mean a left-hand turn and then a taxi on Bravo to Tango. Okay, that's okay. That'll be all right. You missed your opportunity to get your license, but your brother did. Your dad said you could get the flight time with him, but all the tests and classwork would have to be done by another CFI. Yeah. Good news is you got there. Bad news is you're fired. Hey, at least I didn't land on the whatever Jefferson Adams Parkway this time. I actually made it to the field. Or at least I think I'm going to make it to the field. Oh, your dad even had some jet training. Oh, man. T6. I can only imagine the stories around the dinner table at your house. Holy cow. Alright, Roanoke, wherefore art thou? I know you're here somewhere. In and amongst these beautiful mountains. Are these... This is the Roanoke range, right? Is that what the range is? Is that what I'm looking at here? Or am I down to the Blue Ridge Mountains now? What are these mountains down here? Just hopping, I believe, just hopping over the border from West Virginia into Virginia here. Okay, I need to make my way down here. Angie's currently flying the ATR-72. Just picked it up a few days ago. Heck yeah, man. And still liking it. But the descent is still a little tricky. I have not flown that one yet, but that looks like a fun plane. Very versatile and gives you like lots of little short hop options. That's pretty cool. All right, I feel like I need to descend, but I do not see the airfield yet. I wonder if I'm picking up my Woodruff VOR just yet. Yes, I am. All right, that's taking me direct to the field. So let's turn and track that here. That'll help. All right, so we're in amongst this business here. All right. Once I get over this little ridge line, I can get myself down to 2.5 or so. That should be good, I think. Yeah. $1,143, so 2,200 would be what I need. All right, haven't run a flow here in a little while. Let's take a look here. Autopilot is off. Fuel pump can come back on. Lights are all on. Pitot heat's still on. Anti-ice, we don't have it. Carb heat is off. Everything looks green and happy here. Little on the cool side with the cylinder head temps, but it's okay. And I'm going to estimate we're about 10 miles out here. Roanoke traffic, Comanche 816 is 10 to the north. We're going to be straight in runway 24, Roanoke. Stories were great as you were camping under the wing at Bryce. Oh, holy cow. Or as you flew to Oshkosh twice. Dang, that's a must-do. 6 a.m. wake-up call by a prop bomber takes off. Oh man, heck yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's bucket list stuff right there for most of us, but for you to be able just to do that with your dad, that's this next level, right? Holy cow. Welcome, Yorkshire and Raiders. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. We're doing a little hop here from Cheat River into Roanoke. Just kind of on the last 10 miles or so. Good to see you. Pika Ader, Sienna, Sienna, I'm not going to say your name right, but I'm sorry. Pika and Sienna, hello. Welcome. Nice to see you guys. My name is Brant. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. We are just, Rich and I were just talking about, just waxing about our memories of those people in our lives that took us flying, and some of those memories. And that was my grandfather, Melvin. That's what the channel is named for him. So, yeah, we did an event today with the Virtual USA Flying Club. It's in the real world, IRL, right? There's an event going on in West Virginia at the Cheat River Airport, and I believe today is the first day of the fly-in. And so we arranged for our virtual Flying Club to fly in there. And here's kind of the cool part. The event coordinator for our club got a hold of the real life coordinator, and the real life coordinator was so excited that we were also flying in. He said, "You know what? We're gonna count your virtual attendance towards our real life actual attendance." So it was kind of cool, I think. But yeah. So Yorkshire, thank you again. Appreciate you coming in. First time chatter, and nice to meet you. And yeah, you have yourself a good one as well. You probably have been in the air for quite a while yourself, and it's time to stretch your legs and take care of business. So, you've got to go to work, Rich. All right. Well, you know what? And thanks for chatting with me, man. It's been good. It's been good visiting with you. Appreciate that. When's the next? Oh, I'm sorry. When's the next Bush League event? Rich is saying. So first Monday of every month. So just pencil that in. We don't really have an idea yet where we're flying per se, but that's it's Bush League Monday. So whatever that is, will be the next one for us coming up here in June. I might have called myself a little closer to the field than I really was here. What am I looking at here? I'm at 10 miles out now, so all right. Yeah, you know what? I haven't really heard anybody else, so, and I don't see any traffic ahead of me, so I think we're fine. Yeah, yep. Hey, Rich, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's as good for me as it is for you guys. It's maybe better for me because it's just a good, relaxing way to either finish the day off or start a weekend off. So, yeah, it's always good to hang out with you. And definitely, I spent a ton of time over in Slant Alpha's stream as well. He's actually kind of a guy that got me streaming, so I had a lot of help along the way. JPC's helped me out, Jeffrey, Downwind Sim, those guys have all helped me out as well. But Slant Alpha is kind of the first streamer that I sort of latched onto, and I'm like, I like the way this guy thinks. And so yeah, he's a great dude. Got a chance to meet him and hang out with him as well as Downwind Sim. There's our runway at the Flight Sim Expo last year, so that was pretty cool. Hoping to make a return trip this year. It was a done deal for most of the winter, and then had some family plans that changed involving both of my sons. Their families are planning moves in June, and so now all of a sudden everything is a little bit more up in the air. But if I'm able, I am going. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not a big Vegas guy, but I do look forward to reconnecting with some of those guys that I only get to see in person, you know, once a year. And Roanoke traffic, Comanche 816 is right base runway 24, Roanoke. Melvin is your inspiration. Jeffrey is another guy I got to meet in person. You latched on to me first. Yeah, man. That was a good weekend. It's a really good weekend. Got to meet Steve PHL. I mean, just so many streamers that I watch, and it was just cool, really cool. So I'm really hoping I can make it. I am way high. I've got every piece of flap hanging out that I possibly can. I'm even considering opening the window and holding my arm out to slow myself down. I got the gear down. Definitely not shooting this baby by the books here, but sort of, I've got a little bit of get there-itis, although this morning for me it's time to start working on other things with my semi-annoyed wife-itis. You ever get that? Roanoke traffic, Comanche is short final 2-4. Yeah, it's a slippery bird, I tell you what. It is slippery, slippery. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Boy, we're fighting a little bit more of a crosswind than I thought here. It's the winds are still reporting variable here and only at like 4 knots, but man, I feel like I'm really hanging it out to the right here. I'm hearing my nav beeps. That's kind of cool. Still didn't ever get a DME though. I gotta see what I did wrong on that. There's some key sequence that was not correct. Right now my mind is completely wrapped around beach Duke 60 procedures and numbers and all that stuff. So sometimes other information that would be helpful, like knowing how to tune the turn on the DME.
500.
Sometimes those little details get squeezed out. Here we go. A little bit of a displaced threshold, which helps us out. Get on profile a little bit better. Speed's actually not horrible. I like to be at about 90 here. So I'm going to end up being down probably close to 60 by the time we get on the ground. But, oh gosh. Those stutters are something else. And with the stutters, the nose bobbing is really odd. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Not too bad at the end of the day. We'll roll it down here a little further. I gotta hang a left. And we'll be off to only the fanciest of FBOs here. Clean up the flappies. I think we can turn the pedo strobe landing lights off. This looks like our exit. And again, apologies for the default city USA scenery here, but that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I think putting my hand out the window there really helped that last, cut those last 2 knots down, which helped me out. Yeah, welcome to Roanoke, everybody. Anybody coming? No. Roanoke traffic, Comanche 816 is clear of 2-4. We'll be on the Alpha to the FBO, Roanoke. I'm really curious to see in Flight Sim 24 what they do with the default airports. If they, improve these buildings a little bit, improve the taxiway markings and all that stuff that kind of needs to happen. Yeah, this stuff here, that shouldn't happen right there. All right, FBO time. You know what? I don't really know, but we're going to kind of call this building the FBO, I think. And that'll be where we shut down for today. And I really appreciate everybody flying along today. It was a great day of flying with the Virtual USA Flying Club. Again, if you are new to this channel and you're interested in general aviation, you'd like to fly GA on the network, as my advertisement break starts, I'll hold off on that announcement here real quick then. I think this is close enough. Perfect. Anyway, as I was saying before the commercial rudely cut me off there, if you enjoy flying GA and you like to fly on the VATSIM network, come check us out. We are the Virtual USA Flying Club, and that little link to a Discord, our Discord channel, will get you in. Like, that's all there is to it. There's nothing fancy that we need. You just need to have a valid VATSIM ID, and then we'll take care of the rest. Our mission really is just to promote general aviation flying on the VATSIM network, and so we have tons of resources and things available that help out with that. And yeah, if you've ever been interested in learning how to do that or becoming more comfortable with that, then we would love to have you. We host events just like this, 4 to 5 times a month, basically. So there's lots of opportunities to fly. And yes, it is it's the Virtual USA Flying Club. But we have lots of members from outside the U.S. as well. So why is that showing? Oh, there we go. Megs are off. Yeah, so there you go. Here we are, all tied down, and we'll be ready for the next adventure. So I think, yeah, I better close up shop here, you guys. This has been a fun day, but let me do this.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Big thank yous today. We've had a couple of awesome raids. Yorkshire, thank you for the raid. Null Pewter 2, thanks for the raid. JPC, Jeffrey B, thank you guys for the raid. And Jeffrey and JPC, thanks for the resubs, man. 2 guys over 50 months. That is just insane. Insane. It's 50 months and they're still searching for that unsub button there. But Subsonic, speaking of subs, Subsonic, good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Rich, appreciate the conversation. It was really interesting. And thanks for sharing those stories about your dad, man. That was awesome. That was awesome. We also had Max Power, Fortnite Gamer, pushing the follow button. Nice to meet you guys. That Boy Isle and Ehrlich, Ehrlich, I'm so sorry. Ehrlich, thank you guys for the follow. It's great to meet new people, and yeah, absolutely, tons and tons of fun to visit with you guys as I fly. So I will be back on my next scheduled flight. I do this Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. My Tuesdays and Thursdays are generally in the evenings at midnight Zulu, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 Eastern. So I'll be back next Tuesday. There is always a possibility on the weekends with me, though, that I might do a little bonus stream. We will see. We'll just kind of have to see how things play out. But yeah, just connect with me on Discord, and you'll get the notifications there. That's kind of the easiest way to know when I'm going to fly. But yeah, that's what I've got coming up next Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And so yeah, looking forward to it. We're going to go raid our friend Boozy Sheep here. He is doing some shenanigans, his usual Boozy Sheep shenanigans. So I'm going to send you over that way. In the meantime, have an awesome weekend. Get outside, do something fun. Can't wait to fly with you again, though, on Tuesday. Hope to see you back here. And until then, take care, guys. God bless.